in Shenzhen, China at the Cabrinha factory where all those awesome kites that we fly around in the sky actually get made. Aside from the cutting, the actual laser cutting of the material, every single thing on your kite is actually put together by hand. So even though, you know, when we think factory, we picture big, huge conveyor belts of little machine and robot arms doing everything, that's actually not at all the case around here. Every single component gets assembled by hand, stitched or sewn together, and this is really what's amazing because these people have to be so accurate, because one mistake anywhere down the line of the production of a kite will then affect the rest of it, and you just basically have a faulty product. Crazy how much goes into the actual making of a kite. I mean, there are so many little bits and pieces that you would never even think of when you're just, you know, pumping your kite up to go out for a session. And one of the things that I realized that I totally had no idea about is that there's actually just as much testing going on as there is making in the factory. So they'll make a bladder and then they'll test the bladder. So in this little pool, all the bladders get tested. They get inflated right after they get welded together, and then someone actually checks them for punctures, deflates them, and they get put in the kites. Even the lines, they get stretched out, they get marked when they're at their stretched, you know, state, and then someone sews the end bit onto them, they get stretched again. And it just seems like there are endless sort of, you know, control processes and tons of stuff where they're just double and triple checking to make sure everything's okay. So that actually stretched to 700 kg. So you could do that to your kite and it still wouldn't break. It was a really awesome experience to come and see the factory and to see sort of, it's almost like my kites now have a personality. They now have an identity. I know that there were a lot of people involved. I think next time I'm going to fly a kite, I'm really going to appreciate all the work that's gone into making that kite the way it is.